What's up, everyone? Today we're going to be talking about something that is a nice to have, but it's not necessarily a must have unless you are in a specific circumstance where you need a little bit of oomph in your Tesla charger. And so today we're going to be talking about an extension cord that adds 20 foot of length to your existing Tesla charger, regardless of which one you use. I personally use the Lectron Level 2 charger, which is the same company that is making this extension cord. However, this works also with your standard Tesla mobile charger as well if you're needing to add that 20 feet of length. So let's hop into it and talk about what's important to know. First off, I will tell you that I have a pretty standard size driveway, but because of where my mobile charger is plugged into the wall, I can really only fit my charger in the very front right and left of my garage, of course, but also the front and left, or the right and left side of the very front of my garage when it's closed. So I can park in either one of those directions and comfortably charge my car. Where I start running into issues is if I don't back my car in, I can actually only charge specifically in the garage. So if I don't back my car in, that's the only way I can charge. If I back my car in, then it does give me a couple other options. But certainly, if we have guests over and I end up being the second car in line of my garage, there's no way that I can reach except for whenever I use this extension cord. So that's why, for me, this actually is a pretty beneficial thing to have. We have guests over all the time. And whenever those guests come over, it actually gives me the ability to charge without concern. What I'll also say, though, is there are a couple things that are important for you to note whenever you get this, because you do lose some functionality of a normal charger. What I mean by that is, although there is still a button you can push that would either normally open or close your charge port, that button does not work. This is not because my unit is broken. This is because it just does not function. That is not what it is for. The other thing that's important is that it's not exactly convenient to coil. So if you're plugging this in and planning on leaving it plugged in at all times, just know, at least for now, whenever you first get it, the cord is pretty stiff, and it's not going to be something that you can just quickly and easily coil the way that you would your typical Tesla charger or my Electron Level 2 charger. Those both coil together pretty quickly. I have some B-roll footage showing both. I guess for safety purposes, the thickness of this extension cord is clearly thicker than not only the Electron Level 2 charger, which is already thicker than the standard Tesla mobile charger, but of course it's thicker than the Tesla mobile charger as well. So it is a very thick cord, and that in turn just makes it kind of like uncomfortable, kind of a nuisance to handle. But again, we're talking about something where if you're not coiling it up on a regular basis, you won't have any issues with it whatsoever. Then the last thing to note that I found to be the major inconvenience, but again, I'm primarily using this in extended circumstances, but the inconvenience is it does also not allow you to hold down the button to unlock the charge port. So whenever you're using this extension cord, just know that you will always have to go into the Tesla app or into your Tesla screen within the vehicle and actually click unlock charge port in order for you to get the charger out. So outside of that, though, as I mentioned, this is actually a very nice thing to have. For me in particular, it has now allowed me to park anywhere in my driveway or in my garage and be able to charge regardless of how I park, whether it be forwards or backwards. And it has been extremely helpful for me in that regard. So I hope that's helpful for you. If you have an interest in picking one up, I have a link down below. I also should have some level of coupon that will be applied to it to help you get a little bit of extra money off. And let me know if there's any questions. Outside of that, consider checking out my YouTube channel. I have a ton of Tesla information that you might find interesting on your Tesla journey. So consider liking, consider subscribing, and I'll let you guys get back to it. Thanks.